guys, today I'm making a vlog about fun facts about travel nursing. So, travel nursing is not actually a trend or it just it didn't happen just because of COVID or because of pandemic. Um, Travel nursing already exists for the past couple of years or decades because being on an agency or being on a contract, it means that you are the one that is filling the gap in the staffing of the hospital. So that is what the travel nursing is. At the same time, people have this misconception that if you do travel nursing, you have to travel out of state or you have to travel 50 miles away from your home, which is, there is another option. Like, travel nursing is also existing in local travelers. Like, in my case, I only travel like 8 minutes away from my home. So, I'm still on a travel nursing job pa din. But, at the same time, I consider myself as an agency because I'm just a local traveler. So, when you said travel nurse ka kasi, it means parang ang fancy pakinggan. It seems like you're earning more, which is partly true naman. But, when people in the hospital were like branding me as a travel nurse, I sometimes correct them para medyo low profile lang, like I'm an agency nurse. What other things to consider? Like, here on my vlog, I always do the impromptu, so minsan talaga you have to follow na lang. I'm just like talking to each one, pero hindi masyadong itemized yung dinidiscuss ko. So, I did this vlog kasi a while ago or the past days, someone messaged me if it's worth it to be a travel nurse. To me, for having I have 10 months of travel nursing experience already. To me, it was worth it. I had 2 different contracts. Both of them nag-extend ako. Kaya umabot din ako ng 8 months for the both of them. For my first contract, I got 13 weeks there and then I extended another 13 weeks. So I stayed there for 6 months. So it was a telemetry, step down, MS. So halo-halo talaga. And then recently, my current contract is I'm on a Neuro PCU, which is I'm very comfortable working with kasi neuro nurse naman talaga ako in the Philippines. On telemetry, it was kind of hard for me kasi wala naman tayong telemetry talaga in the Philippines. Wala namang certain, siguro sa ibang hospital like St. Luke's, they have telemetry, but in the hospital where I came from, we don't have that telemetry floor. So it was a bit of challenging to me. But at the same time, I learned from it. So the question about if it's worth it, for me, yes. It's challenging in a way because challenges that I faced there is, syempre yung orientation mo, expect that you are not being oriented for a long period of time. Hindi yung katulad nung usual na orientation that you'll be oriented for about 6 weeks or 8 weeks. It depends on how you cope up with it. Being a travel nurse, you can be oriented for 1 day, for 12 hours, or sometimes less than 12 hours pa. Because as a travel nurse, you are expected to be fast, you are expected to be experienced enough, so you don't necessarily need a orientation. And most of the orientation that you will get is only being familiarized with the floor, kung ano yung code ng mga door, kung kumbaga kung ano lang yung flow dun sa floor. Pero yung para i-orient ka about how to hook medication, how to start a certain medication, hindi na yun sakop ng orientation mo. So, fast-paced talaga. So, if you're ready for that, na mabilisan, you'll be oriented to just 12 hours or less, then go for it. Second is, you are always floated first. So, as a traveler, hindi ka lang dun sa mismong floor naka-assign. You can be used in all of the floors na kailangan i-fill sa hospital. So, be ready for that. If you're ready for that, na madali ka maka-adjust. In that case, wala ka na talagang halos orientation. Tatanong mo lang yung door lock, and saan yung mga places, saan ang medication area. Pero, almost no orientation ka na at all. Minsan may bibigay lang sila sa yung handout, or parang code nila in that floor kapag may mga nagfo-float. So, that's about it. But, you're on your own na talaga. You have your own assignment. So, if you're ready for that, to be floated, then, yeah, travel nursing is for you. Also, when I do my first contract, I experience having different tasks. Like, I became a PCA because yun yung kulang nila eh. You can be a hack also, yung nagmo-monitor ka lang ng telemetry or answering call lights. You can be like that also. Pero hindi naman ako naging hack because everyone in the floor wants to be a hack. So, kahit mga nurse, nag-uunahan sila para maging hack. Pero I became a PCA there. I became a sitter. Sitter is when you need to monitor the patient one-on-one because of aggressive behaviors. So, you have to sit there for long 12 hours. Well, some people like it, but me, I don't like to be seated on an aggressive person beside me for the whole 12 hours. Saka nakakaantok kasi. Naantok kasi ako. What else? The challenges that I've experienced on my first contract, I was floated like 3 times in 12-hour shift. So, parang yung first 4 hours, I was used in a oncology floor. Tapos, on the next 12 hours, naging PCA naman ako sa mismong floor ko. On the next 12 hours, on the next other hour, nag-sitter. Tapos, parang yung last couple, 2 hours na lang. Pinull out nila ako dun sa room as a sitter, and then pinag-admit ako ng 2 na almost 6 a.m. na. So, akala ko naman ganun talaga ka-challenging lahat ng mga contract. Parang pag if you are a traveler, you are given the hardest assignment, you are given a lot of tasks. Kasi nga, on that contract, I hear them naman talaga na comparing your earning to them as a staff. So, it was hard, honestly. Talagang, at that time, I was recovering myself every duty kasi talagang, it's really stressful to be floated 3 times in one shift. Medyo challenging yun kasi dapat mabilis ka talagang mag-adjust in a span of 1 day. So, yun, it was, I'm not gonna deny it, challenging talaga yung naging first contract ko. But here on my second contract, I realized na hindi naman lahat ng contract mo is hard. Like here naman, sobrang bait naman nila sa mga travelers. They consider me as a staff, they consider me as part of the floor, and they always thank me for helping them. They don't talk about how I earn from what they earn. So, sabi ko nga, if I don't do travel nursing and hindi ko na-experience yung pag-work sa iba't ibang klase ng facility or hospital, I will not know kung ano yung mga differences or kung saan ko talaga gustong maging staff just in case I wanted to be a staff again. So like here in the hospital that I was assigned right now on my contract, sobrang welcoming ng mga tao. Like they don't, talagang fair yung assignment. And feeling ko nga sometimes parang mas pag alam nilang traveler ka, hindi ka naman nila masyadong bibigyan ng challenging. Minsan i-handle pa ng charge nurse yun. So, ayun nga, iba-iba yung, kung iba-iba yung assignment mo, iba-iba din yung experience mo. Kung iba-iba yung hospital na pupuntahan mo, iba-iba din yung policy nila, iba-iba din yung, yun nga, iba-iba yung may experience mo. What else pa ba? Regarding with pay, syempre, yun yung pinakagusto nating pakinggan. Being a travel nurse, syempre you earn more, especially if you're out of state. Kasi if you work 50 miles away from your home, you get the stipend. So when I was here, I didn't know what stipend was. I asked someone, pero sabi niya, if I didn't know that, so travel nursing is not for me. Pero that was funny. I don't take it personally at all. Tapos, well, stipend, sa mga katulad ko noon na walang alam, stipend is untaxed allowance na bibigay sa'yo ng agency. It is untaxed kasi nga you traveled outside your home state or home mismo. So, the part of allowance, the meal allowance, it was untaxed. Ang tax lang sa'yo ay yung hourly rate. So, for example, if they gave you like 1,000, or let's say, they gave you $800 weekly for the housing, and then like another 300 for your meal allowance. Weekly yun ha, binibigay yun as a travel nurse. Untax yun. They will not tax it. But you have to talagang gagamitin mo siya. You have to stay on an Airbnb, you have to duplicate your expenses. So to me, it's not worth it. So I'd rather do local, na tax lahat ng aking earning than mag-duplicate ako ng aking expenses. So, yun nga, may stipend kang natatanggap if you're out of your border, 50 miles away from your home, or out of state ka, you will have the stipend nga. Yun yung meal and housing mo, which is untaxed. They will not tax it kasi yun yung ginagamit mo yun to stay or to help on that state or on that area na away from your home. Ang tax dyan ay yung iyong hourly rate. So, let's say you have 1,1 stipend weekly, and then you have an hourly rate like 50, minsan binibigay nila 50 plus per hour. That 56 times 36 hours for the week, yan, tax yan, matatax yan. Which is positive din naman siya kasi kumbaga maliit lang yung portion na matatax nila sa'yo Dito nga kasi in America, if your earning is small lang din yung tax na mababawas sa'yo. But if you earn more, mas malaki din yung tax na makukuha sa'yo. I tried to play with my earning before. I tried to pick up, I tried not to pick up, I tried to be PRN, and then dun ko naaral if what works for me. Kung worth it ba na mag-work hard ka but you get taxed a lot, or just work fine lang but small lang yung tax na nakukuha sa iyo. What else? So if you do local travel, what you call this? Constant na yung i-offer nila sa iyo. Like for example, they will give you don't have stipend at all. your hourly rate times 36 hours per week, it can be taxed. So, I tried to play with my earning on my first contract. So, usually naman 36 hours per week naman yung mga contract dito. So, yun yung contract ko before, but I pick up. So, I work 48 hours a week. So, I differentiate kung ano yung earning ko if I only work 36 hours a week as a travel nurse and then 48 hours a week as a travel nurse. So, ang laki din naman nung bukod sa na-stress ako. Na-stress ako ng bongga na pag nag-pick up ka, parang ewan ko, matik na float ka agad. Ang laki pa ng tax na nakukuha sa akin. Kasi nga, if you're a travel nurse, you're earning more than enough na. More than enough na talaga siya. So, if you work beyond that, mas malaki na rin yung matatax sa'yo. So, when I work as a travel nurse, unti-unti ako nag-downgrade from having a PRN job to picking up as a travel nurse until I just stayed working on 36 hours a week. And then the rest, I spent it with my family na. Which is worth it naman. Worth it talaga. Worth it enough. Kasi before, when I started here in US, if napafollow nyo naman yung vlog ko, talagang I work hard. I work hard like talagang 5 days a week talaga ako nag-work. So, yung earning ko noon na every 15 days yung cut off. Isa pa yun sa hindi ako sanay. Kasi when I was in the Philippines, yung salary namin, they give it to us like every week on my hospital job in the Philippines. So, our salary are being given every week. So, when I work here, dito ko lang na-experience yung sumasahod ng bi-weekly. So, I tend to adjust with it. So, with travel nursing, you're earning every week as well. So, sa bi-weekly kasi, I work there like 5 times a week nga. So, a total of 10 days a week. Medyo malaki na earning mo, malaki na rin yung natatax sa'yo. So, to me talaga, it's not gonna worth it. And comparison with my salary as a staff and as a travel, what I earn on 10 days, like I pick up 4 times in 2 weeks. Kasi nga 3 days lang in a week ang work dito, but I work beyond of that. Nag-a-add ako ng another 4 days sa 2 weeks na yon for a overtime. What I work for 10 days in 2 weeks here, I only got it for almost 3 days sa akin travel nursing job. Yun, this is not really, yun lang naman talaga yung na-experience ko ha. Hindi ko naman binubulag yung mga nanonood to do travel nursing, but that is really happening talaga. When you do travel nursing, you earn more, and then you work less. That's what I like in travel nursing. So, to encourage people to work, yun, if you want to spend more time with your family, but you're still earning better, travel nursing is really a great avenue talaga. If you have a chance, or if you have a chance, give it a try. If you have the necessary necessary experience, or you are able to take the risk and to take a leap, then why not? I started my travel nursing. So, ito pa yung isa sa mga tanong sa akin. Do I necessarily have 2 years experience here in US when I started travel nursing? To be honest, no. actually have less than a year when I started travel nursing. And it doesn't hinder my ability to be a travel nurse. Kumbaga, hindi naman ako nahirapan. Maybe because my past experience in the Philippines, lagi din naman kaming na-float like to ED, or worst is nagpepedya pa nga kami. From adult, nagpepedya kami. So, kumbaga, my past experience, I was able to take those challenges already. So, ayun, yun. It doesn't hinder my chance to be a travel nurse. But if you can have a certain experience naman, definite experience naman, then go for it. But to me kasi, parang I was being offered, and then I give it a try, I give it a shot, and it works naman. So, it doesn't took me long to have an experience here in US. So, yun, minsan kasi may mga nagsasabi na, you have to, ganito. Wala namang magsasabi sa'yo ng tama at mali. It's up to you kung saan ka comfortable. Especially here, if you're working on a foreign country, sometimes wala ka namang matatrust kundi yung self mo. If you trust your own ability, then you can do everything you want. Yun lang yung aking experience. If you trust your own ability, then you can go beyond. What else? So yun, less than a year, nag-start na ako ng travel nursing. And to me, I was able to learn yung mga bagay na hindi ko maiintindihan sa iisang facility. If I stayed there longer, I already earned more experience na by having different contracts. Kasi every hospital, every facility, they have their own protocols, they have their own system, iba-iba yung medication system nila, iba-iba din yung kanilang computer system. So, nagbo-broaden yung iyong learning, nagbo-broaden yung experience mo with travel nursing. What else pa ba? My factors of choosing a travel contract. If you're looking for travel contracts, marami naman dyan sa Facebook. Like here on my state, we have our own page like Ohio Travel Nursing. So in there, if you're looking for a contract, sometimes I post there, and then recruiter will contact you. So you have to negotiate yourself to different agency. Like here, when I was thinking if I will extend my contract on my current contract, I tried to shop around with different recruiters. So I discovered na iba-iba yung offer nila. So hindi pag may nakita ka ng mataas na ito, yun na yun. You have to, ako kasi ang target ko talaga hospital. If I took my own research, if this hospital is traveler friendly, hindi masyadong hostile yung hospital, I aim for that. Mas more on hospital and proximity ako. It has to be local kasi I have small kids. Hindi ko rin sila maiwanan. Kami-kami lang yun dito, so wala naman kaming ibang family members kundi kami lang talagang pamilya. So I cannot leave them just for that. So I do local travel nursing nga. So my factor nga is to choose the hospital na hindi hostile. Hindi hostile sa mga travel nurse. Kasi may mga ganyan din talaga that they were so rough to you because you earn more than them. Yeah. Or yung acuity ng hospital na yon, yung population ng hospital na yon, I tend to research about it. Kung medyo downtown area yung hospital, I don't go for there. Kasi yung acuity noon, expect expect na busy siya if it's in the downtown area. But if medyo malayo sa downtown area yan, medyo chill yung mga patients mo dyan. Chill yung mga chill yung acuity. So, what else? So, yun nga, if I search for this hospital, dyan ako maghahanap ng recruiter. Like, I post there that I wanted to work in this hospital. I need a contract in this hospital starting this week, kung saan mag-e-end yung current contract ko. So, ayan, different recruiters, different agency mag-o-offer yung mga yan. Tapos, matutuklasan mo kung sino yung mataas at sino yung mataas ang cut sa'yo. So, syempre, you have to be wise with that. Hindi sunggab ng sunggab. You have to do your own research. Wag masyadong atat kasi minsan, ako personally, I believe in sign. If this works for me, if naka-proceed ako, I'm sure mag-work well ako dun. So, you have to ask for that sign. If gustong-gusto mo nga, tapos hindi ka naman nakakuha ng expectations mong weekly pay, so, it's not gonna work with you. It's not worth it. Maraming options with travel nursing. So, you have a lot of options if you want to. There are some nurses like they wanted to have a getaway in Hawaii. So they took contract there. And the cost of living in Hawaii is malaki, mataas. So you don't technically earn there. You work there because you want to experience the beauty of Hawaii. So iba-iba yung factors na with travel nursing. Broaden talaga lahat. Broaden ang experience mo, broaden ang choices mo. So, I think that's about it. A mere sharing of what I experienced as a travel nurse. And if you have the guts, you can take the risk, then why not take a leap and give it a try? If that doesn't work to you, marami namang options ang nurses dito. You can go back to being a staff nurse. You can work on a outpatient. Marami namang options dito. May mga infusion clinic, may mga dialysis clinic. Maraming options here. But since maraming opportunity dito sa US, it's still better to give everything a try. So, yun lang. That's about it. Bye!